Hey everybody, Brandon with Bearded CB82, and today we're going to talk about why Milwaukee. Now before some of you guys start pooping your pants and getting your panties in a wad up in there as well on top of that, or some of you gals, because hey, let's be equal here. I can say why I choose Milwaukee. I know everybody else is going to have their own variances, their own brands, their own experiences, but like Snap-on, maybe you got a really good rep and you've had really good experience with your Snap-on cordless. Hey, like guys saw, I got to try out the brand new brushless Snap-on, and thing's a beast on the pricey side, I'll be honest. I think for what I would spend on that, I could get a pretty comprehensive kit from Milwaukee. If you guys like DeWalt, hey, more power to you. Maybe it's Makita, Rigid, whoever. I really don't care. You're going to pick what you like. And you're also going to pick a battery system. Maybe it's based off a warranty, or maybe it's based off of, there again, past experiences. That's pretty good too. Me, I can say why I choose Milwaukee, honestly, is because, well, one, the warranty really drew me to them. Two, prior experiences with them. When I was working at a steel plant, we had all the V28 stuff, big ass batteries. There again, relatively same line of tools, especially on their bigger drills. They were pretty nice. And we would beat the ever-living crap out of those. We had the Sawzall, circular saw, all that there at the steel plant, all V28. And to be honest, some of that stuff was really hard to kill. A few times we would have issues with batteries, but our Fastenal guy always made sure we were hooked up and warrantied them out for us as often as he could. And yeah, I think one was because we had a charger go bad and fry a couple batteries. So and that was a long time ago. Now, when I went into it, I chose this guy, the 1/2 inch. This is a 2662, and it came literally with this battery here and another one just like it. Now, this battery's 9 years old. So 2011, nope, 8 years old. 2011, beginning of 2011, going on 9 years old. And this battery still going. I still use this battery here in the shop, relatively daily. And I kind of built up my experiences from there, because I bought this bad boy because more so I was doing some traveling at the time, and be easier to change a tire with this than sitting there with a 4-way or anything else. You zip that stuff off real quick. Not having a air compressor handy be one reason you might want to go big. So warranty, the amount of issues with batteries that I've had one of the original XCs go bad about a year and a half ago, and this past year as well I had one of these 2.0s that came with this driver and drill kit went bad. So when I bought those in 2012, you can do the math there. And so to have that battery last 6-7 years, that's pretty darn good. The 12 volt stuff, just bought this battery last year, or this year. I think I bought it in February. This I bought in 2013, came with 2 of these batteries, and I bought 2 jackets back then as well. Each came with a battery. Since then, I've had 2 of these little batteries crud out on me. So 2 out of the 4, but for here at work, I went ahead and bought the 4.0, and I think this has a 3-year warranty on it. And this guy is finally starting to act a little funky every now and then, but still gets the job done. This is the 2452, and Yeah, so 6 years old, going on 7. It's paid itself off and then some. And she's not had an easy life. Unlike this guy, which that was kind of an impulse buy at the time, but it still works. And yeah, 500 and some odd foot-pounds back in 2012 was relatively a game changer. Kind of like this guy. Nowadays, here at the shop, use a lot of air tools. So this is kind of a beast. So I use that a lot. But for me, I think my reasons why I choose Milwaukee are obvious. Would I down somebody for buying something else? No. One other thing I will give it to Milwaukee. Yeah, 8 years old, and literally they've not changed their battery style in over a decade. They found something that works, they stayed with it. I think in the last decade, I want to say Snap-on's changed stuff up a couple times. Versus I can still use this at home. Granted, it's not, 1,200 foot-pounds or 1,400 foot-pounds of breakaway torque, but air compressor for all of you that missed it. At home, this will still do me, still works, still kicks butt. Used to see a lot of, 5 years ago, used to see a lot more business, but not so much anymore. This drill, also 2012. A couple years ago, you guys, when I upgraded from this guy that I bought in 2012 to the brushless, because yeah, 100 some odd foot-pounds versus 200 some foot-pounds of torque. That was a no-brainer. And either way, as you can see, they both not had an easy life. And then there's going to be somebody out there, oh, you need to take care of your tools. Well, I use my tools. I don't have safe queens. It's hard to find some tools in that toolbox over there that don't have scratches or maybe some grime in them. They get used. That's how I make my living. Now, one topic of discussion, what type of, or why do some of y'all have the provided system that you guys have? Is it because battery system or the tool's good? You got a good dealer that worked with you really well, proper experiences, something pulled you out of a jam? I think that's good information for us to share down below. Now, if there's any going to be trolling or hating like that, I'm going to tell you where to go in 20 ways in which you can get there from Saturday, because, nothing's better than telling you what to do on Saturday, especially when you try to tell me. But let's keep it civil, let's keep it fun, and let's share our good experiences, and maybe we've had some bad ones. I know one guy had, went and got they're a few $100s of brushless DeWalt. First time he went to use it on a pickup truck, like half-ton pickup truck, no balls. Absolutely gutless, died flat on its face, would impact twice, and just entirely quit. Well, when you buy Black & Decker Stanley, but which is another thing. Maybe there's some preference to somebody else. But that was that. Now, corded tools, I got some older DeWalt. Got an old DeWalt grinder that's corded in here. My DeWalt Sawzall that I have, that's been a champ for probably 16, 17 years now. I've had that thing, and I'm not really nice to that thing either. Some of you guys have seen. But, some of the older stuff, really kicked up. But there you go. Maybe it's battery systems, maybe it's experiences, maybe it's a jam, maybe you borrowed one from one of the guys you worked with when you started working there, or after they got one and you really liked it and it fit your needs. But until next time, remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die, and damn pump. One thing's for sure, brushless is definitely the way to go these days. But don't buy anything brand new just because it just came out straight off the market. Do some homework. And if you want to go red, I won't blame you. I like them. Later.
Yeah.